Is food safer to eat in UK than America? Let's find out. US versus UK when it comes to food, man. I don't know what to expect with this video. I will tell you that I know US got a lot of stuff going on with the food. I eat all organic myself, so I don't eat a lot of things. Interested in knowing what foods that they have banned. So where's everybody from? Are you from US? Are you from UK? Let me know where you guys from. Let's try to get this video to 500 likes so it can definitely get pushed out on the algorithm. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
Did you know that if you were to buy certain food ingredients at a grocery store in the United Kingdom, in Europe, and in America, same brand, same type chip, a packaged good, you can buy the exact same brand of food and the ingredient labels will be completely different. I believe this is one of the main reasons.
Whoa. Did y'all know that? Because, you know, we all about learning on this. I already told y'all, every week we going to learn something. We just learned that the food that we eat is labeled different. What is y'all views on that? Make sure you add your view in the comment on that, because that is insane.
I believe this is one of the main reasons why the United States is so sick. What I'm about to show you of what we allow into our products compared to what is happening in other parts of the world is shocking. And it's kind of shameful for the government regulation or lack thereof that goes into this and the foods you're about to see of what is making us so sick in America, leading the way in chronic disease. So this is one of the things that really opened my eyes to how food companies, especially in America, are just exploiting us. I've spent years investigating this and the difference between European and American food and the products and what I found that I'm about to show you, it disgusted me. So back in 2012, I went to the London Olympics. I got the privilege to be an Olympic team doctor and support the athletes leading up to it for the wrestling team and weightlifting team, and got to be at the Olympic house and see many of them win medals. And it's a fantastic experience. And Nurse Living Good, my wife, got to go with me, and we raised money for these athletes and helped support them. It's amazing how little support some of the athletes don't get. But while I was over there, I got to experience European food. And I noticed there was a big difference on some simple foods in a convenience store, in a grocery store, compared to the ones back in America. So right now we're going to break down some of the pictures, comparing them from a before or after. Now, this resource I came across with Food Babe, who does a fantastic job of putting them side by side, but it's the exact same thing that I saw and confirmed when I was over there at the Olympics, looking at these companies like Kraft Heinz, Kellogg's, Pepsi Company, Quaker. They sell safer, better products overseas while making inferior versions right here in America, feeding it to Americans.
See, I eat organic. If you eat organic, write organic in the comments. I try to eat as much. I eat all organic food, meat, vegetables. I really value what I eat. I think that you got to value what you put in your body, you know what I mean? So, but this is kind of letting me know that even what I think is organic may not be organic.
The evidence that you're about to see runs the gamut from fast food places to boxed cake mixes, to cereals, to candies, even oatmeal. You can't escape it. So this is what set me down this path of calling out big food industries, calling out big pharma industries, but leading you guys to make food simple. And I've never looked back of trying to figure out what's causing us to be so sick instead of waiting for people to get sick or exploiting sick people like big pharma and big food has done. Check these out. Here are 6 products that are completely different overseas than they are in America. Let's start with the big one, McDonald's French fries.
Okay.
They make their...
Do you eat McDonald's French fries? I don't. But we need to, as we're going through this video, I just want to make sure that everybody is, you know, being honest and, you know, letting us know. Do you eat McDonald's? I don't eat McDonald's French fries.
Iconic French fries in the UK with a few simple ingredients. Potatoes, oil, dextrose, salt. But in the US, completely different label. They're made with natural beef flavor. They're made with sodium. They're made with pyrophosphate. and they are fried in oil.
What is pyrophosphate? And I didn't know that they're boiled in beef, which means that people that are like, that don't eat meat, that eat the fries, are literally eating meat.
Laced with anti-foaming agents. That's the main ingredient in silly putty.
Oh my God.
But why is it ending up in our food? They've somehow figured out to cook their fries without all these extra ingredients overseas, but why not here?
Write silly putty in the comments if you've been eating them damn McDonald's fries. You've been eating some putty. Write putty in the comments. You need to accept what you've been eating.
Begs the question. Second one to look at, Quaker Oats. These instant oat packets. Did you know Quaker Oats strawberries and cream has 0 strawberries? In the U.S., Quaker mimics the look and the taste of real strawberries, and what they use is flavored and colored fruit pieces. They're comprised of dehydrated apples.
Do you guys eat the Quaker oatmeal? I don't eat oatmeal. I used to.
And then they use artificial strawberry flavoring, citric acid, and artificial dye, red number 40, which would cause concentration issues. It's total craziness. It's not even a strawberry. Meanwhile, in the UK, Quaker doesn't even attempt to sell that garbage. It doesn't make any products like that. The closest counterpart that they have is a product called Oat So Simple that has real strawberries in it, and it's light years ahead of the popular US version that's made with all those toxic artificial dyes and artificial colorings. Number 3 is Mountain Dew. Now, none of these foods are healthy. I don't advise eating them. And some of you can just save the comment of like, well, I just shouldn't eat them anyway. But
does anybody drink Mountain Dew? I don't drink soda either.
I'm just comparing how are they approved overseas, and here we're allowed to put all this garbage in there. I mean, you pick up a bottle of Mountain Dew in the UK, and you'll find that it gets its bright yellow color simply from beta carotene. It's a natural color derived from carrots and other plants. Meanwhile, Pepsi, who makes Mountain Dew.
Yo, look at the difference in the color, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all see the difference in the color of that Mountain Dew on the right? That looked like, it's just insane, yo.
So it's a very different version of Mountain Dew in America. Here in the States, instead of using natural colors to give it that bright popping look, Mountain Dew is artificially colored with a petroleum-based dye called yellow number 5.
Oh my
Major
God.
problems with reproductive issues and allergens with that.
Oh my
Now,
God.
artificial dyes are common in America, but that doesn't make them okay to eat. They've been linked to several health issues, like I just explained, as well as they're known carcinogens, some of them.
Or write dye in the comments if you've been eating dye. You've been eating dye.
They're certainly not as safe as beta carotene, but Mountain Dew, that story gets worse. The U.S. version of Mountain Dew also contains brominated vegetable oil, BVO. And that ingredient is banned in Europe. Way back in 2014, Pepsi said, okay, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to remove BVO from all the American drinks following a real successful petition that was put on.
Wow.
But they still have not removed it from Mountain Dew. Nearly, this many years later. They continue to sell the BVO-free version in other countries, and they allow us to stay safe.
Y'all keep drinking that damn Mountain Dew. Keep drinking that.
And toxic. Number 4,
keep drinking that.
Heinz ketchup. The kind you're going to find in almost every
All right,
restaurant.
let me talk about this Heinz ketchup. So, guys, I seen this meme that's going around that shows the amount of sugar that's put into Heinz ketchup. If you've ever made your own ketchup, you need sugar, but not as much as they do. And I'm not going to lie, Heinz ketchup is the only ketchup I eat. So, yeah, it's something a little bit, too much sugar, I think, in the Heinz ketchup.
Heinz ketchup. The kind you're going to find in almost every restaurant in America. Heinz ketchup is GMO-free in the United Kingdom, but full of genetically modified organisms and high fructose corn syrup in the United States, along with lab-produced natural flavorings, which not all of them are bad, but from a company like this, they're bad. And it helps create an addiction to the product. Think of that the next time you're dipping your fries and you can't stop eating that ketchup. Now, Heinz is attempting to make a Simply Heinz version ketchup in the United States with natural flavorings and cleaner ingredients. Why don't they just make the same one that they use over in the UK as their regular ketchup?
Oh my God.
There's no need for all the heavy processing. They want to get you more addicted to it, so you'll buy more of it. It's a problem.
So, guys, there's crack in the damn ketchup. Keep eating that damn ketchup. You're eating crack.
Number 5, Doritos. Now, both versions of Doritos are horrible, but the American Doritos are covered in artificial dyes. They're all made from petroleum, the red number 40, the blue number 1, the yellow number 5, super toxic. The dyes have been found to be contaminated with carcinogens, such as benzidine. Benzenes can create some really ugly blood cancers if overconsumed.
Oh my God.
In the UK, these dyes require a warning label that they may have adverse effects on the activity and attention in children.
Yo, Doritos. All right, so guys, you guys are in UK. I want to know is, have you ever eaten any of these foods here and noticed the difference? Because this is insane. Just let me know wherever you guys are reporting from in the comments, and let me know if you've had a chance to eat food from out the country. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me bring this back so we don't miss a piece of this. Hold on. Okay.
Dyes require a warning label that they may have adverse effects on the activity and attention in children, let alone other side effects. So no company wants to put that on their product because people won't buy it, so they just don't use the artificial dyes. Instead, they simply use things like paprika extract and annatto in order to get the flavoring. The Doritos in the UK are also non-genetically modified, while the American versions are made up of GMO corn, contaminated with glyphosate, that herbicide, weed killer, and then laced with all these chemicals.
Oh my God.
Finally, number 6, Frosted Flakes. The jingle,
how many of y'all eat Frosted Flakes?
The tiger, the mighty, mighty tiger. I mean, I ate them as a kid. I get it. There's no nutritional value going on here. But at first glance, the Frosted Flakes in the United States and the UK, they look nearly identical. But there's one big difference. There's a preservative in the US version called BHT.
Oh my God.
Now, this is important because there's a lot of controversial research linking BHT to cancer. And it's believed to also be an endocrine disruptor, which means it's going to mess with your hormones, men and women. And it's not even permitted in cereals in Europe. So Kellogg's reformulated their cereals so that they can legally sell them overseas. And then following a petition to get the BHT out of it, Kellogg's removed it from several brands like Rice Krispies, but it still uses it several years later in the Frosted Flakes still, despite selling it BHT free in other parts of the world. It makes no sense. Why don't these companies just sell the same safer products everywhere?
Yeah.
Tell you why. Europe takes a precautionary principle approach towards food additives that are potentially risky.
Wow.
They ban or they add warning labels to these additives for their people. The US takes the opposite approach. It doesn't remove the additives from our food supply until they have been proven to be dangerous. And that can take years and a lot of red tape to get approved.
Man.
So it literally means you're the lab rat. Americans are the lab rat. And the US government allows food companies to largely police itself, deciding which ingredients they're going to use, which chemicals they're going to use, which additives they're going to use, which ones are safe to add to their own products. That clearly isn't a wise approach, is it? Because if a company can get away with a cheaper ingredient, they're going to do it. Given a choice, they're always going to opt for the cheaper flavor enhancer, the cheaper color additive, the cheaper preservative, the cheaper genetically modified organism and ingredient. Even if these cheaper alternatives have negative health impacts, they're going to choose that route for the sake of profit over people.
Wow.
Truth is that no one's watching out for us.
Right, profit over people. That's a real thing.
No one's going to take better care of you and your family's health than you.
All right. So we just looked at U.S. food and U.K. food, and I just want to know, what did you think off the results? What was the worst thing that you find out? What is something that you're definitely not going to be eating no more? What did you learn? Also, we're at 40K on YouTube, all right? Make sure you guys subscribe so I can get to 1 million. Hit the top bell, and I'll see you on the next one.